Okay, so I'm trying to make this again. I just made a whole video talking about um, the movie Priscilla, like kind of a review, and the audio wasn't right. So hopefully this one it's better. So I will try to be more concise with this review. Okay, so this movie it's Priscilla by Sofia Coppola, and I really like the movie. I didn't love it. It isn't the best Sofia Coppola movie in my opinion, but it's a pretty solid one. I love the look of the film in in the sense that it looked like uh, old, but in a cool way. I don't know if you get it, but yeah, for me, it was a good like interpretation of the time, like the production design and all of that was good. It's like a real quiet and small movie. Small in the sense that most of the scenes happened in the same space, and quiet because there's plenty of silence in this movie, and there's also pretty little LPs, songs, and music. And I think it makes sense because the movie it's not about Elvis, it's about Priscilla. And what this movie does, it's talk about the time period where they met until they get divorced. So the whole relationship, and it's pretty interesting to know about it in this view from the point of view of Priscilla, um, because for the times, like at the time they met, he was like a pretty good, well, not good, a pretty big rock star and celebrity, and she was just a kid. She was between 14 and 15 years, like pretty young. She was a middle schooler. She wasn't even in high school. So I think the movie does a pretty good job portraying that this relationship wasn't normal. At times, like maybe some people will believe that it's like kind of romantic what happens between them, but I think the movie it's like making you feel a little bit uncomfortable with the situation because it's weird, it's not normal or good. He was a 20 year something man, and she was up, and I didn't know that many people didn't acknowledge that. Like I did. Oh, sorry. I did know that um, most of the like the relationship, she was like 10 years younger than him, but and that I know that she was like in high school when they met, but many people didn't know that before her memoir. So this is a good way to people to like acknowledge the problem with the relationship. um, and I'm glad that now we're having these kind of conversations. It's very healthy for people to talk about this. So, to prevent and to educate the new generations, be like a more adult woman, and also like feeling uncomfortable doing it. Like I could feel it, and I think it's all because of her performance. Talking Speaking about performances, I think Jacob Elordi performance as Elvis, it's really good. If I will have to compare it to, like, for example, Austin Butler's performance, I will say it's better. Like, he felt like more of this, um, like he had a little bit more presence. But I, the movie also like make make him look more mysterious. Like I don't know how to say it, but I think it's on purpose because um, you want to feel him like very apart from Priscilla. He was like very different with her, like than the media portrays, and I think that's the goal of this movie is to show like the truth from her point of view. Um, so then there's like all this happening in the movie. Well, I knew some things about her life, Priscilla Presley, and so I wasn't like scared or not scared, like surprised about some details. But the people in the audience with me in that auditorium, like most of them were young women, or I believe younger than me, maybe, that they didn't know about the story behind their relationship, and they were like surprised and weirded out about it, and that's a good thing. I think that's what the movie tried to do, and it like it did. They were like gross out about like where is this man? Like it's already like the biggest celebrity of his time talking to a middle schooler and flirting with her on purpose, even though he know he's her age. So the power imbalance, like it's astronomical, and yeah, this movie like portrays some aspects of their relationship as very toxic, but it also like show you the steps that and the lengths that some people made to have these kind of relationships, like the grooming kind of people to have these relationships with younger people. And the movie isn't preachy, like it's not telling you, oh, this is bad, or this there's no need to something like this to happen, or why their parents did anything about it. Like at the time, stuff like that happened. Like it was at certain point like common to have this big gap and age difference between these couples, and men who knew girls in high school, uh, like trying to like yeah, like trying to marry them. Stuff pretty bizarre. But yeah, the movie isn't preachy. It just like shows you how the things were, and I think you have to be more like, how do you say that? More like forgot. Yeah, but you have to have this to acknowledge this, to like were things working out for them, because there were many problems in their relationship because of many things that weren't right with it to begin with. So if I have to rate this movie from 1 to 10, I will give it a 9, because it's a well crafted movie. And like I said, I don't think it's preachy. I don't think it's also villainizing Elvis. I think that's pretty tame in that way, that if you like Elvis and you go see Priscilla, I don't think you will hate him. But it also shows like he had, let's say, darker side. Like he wasn't the best person, but he's not a villain as like cartoonish villain. And yeah, I think the actress was pretty good. Um, but some people I heard some reviews where people said it didn't felt like long. It's almost 2 hours like long. It's like 1 hour and 50 minutes long. But I did feel it like it went by as 2 hours. I felt it. I think in the sense that it's a longer movie, but you don't feel as heavy as the 3 hours that it is. But I think Priscilla felt like 2 hours. Like I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I feel that a little bit. I'm having trouble with this mic. I don't know why. Like the sensibility turns down by itself. I don't know what's happening. The mic is turning the sensibility down. Um, but okay. I hope I had to restart this video because of it for the mic, and these videos are unedited, so I won't be touching the video at all. That's why they look so like as they are, and that's what I make tons of mistakes throughout the videos because of it. But yeah, I hope this video turns out okay, so I